There was a time when choosing myself felt very wrong, resting felt lazy, and saying no felt like I was being wicked, and loving myself felt like I was being selfish. If you ever felt guilty for choosing your peace, for putting yourself first, for walking away from things that break you, this video is meant for you. This is Life with Rukaya, and on today's video, I'm going to tell you why self-love felt like a crime to me at first. I grew up believing that being a good person meant sacrificing yourself, always being available, always being understanding, and always being strong one. So rest felt like laziness to me, boundaries felt like rebellion, saying no felt like I was being wicked to people around me. I was praised for being selfless, I was praised for devoting my time for people. Nobody warned me that being selfless would cost me very much. I poured into everyone's life. I poured into friends, families, relatives. I poured into work, marriage, but nobody taught me how to pour back into myself. What it cost me was huge. It cost me my energy. It cost me my joy. It cost me my happiness. It cost me my peace, and it cost me my mental health. Nobody warned me about these things. I learned how to smile while breaking, how to comfort everyone while silently drowning into depression, how to be strong even when I was exhausted mentally, emotionally, and even physically. I was exhausted, but I learned how to be strong. I cancelled my own plans to save other people's feelings. That was to say, I had things to do, but then I had to put my interests aside just to focus on people's interests, just to make people feel comfortable around me. I felt like that was the best thing to do. When I'm not able to meet people's targets, I carry the guilt for things that I'm not supposed to even allow to bother me or allow to drain me. I carried guilt for things that were never my responsibility. And the painful truth was that the more I gave, the more invisible I became to myself. There was a season when I looked at myself in the mirror and I didn't recognize who I had become because I wasn't angry, I felt empty, and that scared me. That was the day I realized that something powerful was missing in me. And I realized that loving myself was not hurting anyone. Abandoning myself was something that I was not supposed to do to myself, because in anything, before you can pour love into someone, you have to love yourself first before loving someone. If you don't love yourself, you're going to hurt your own feelings, you're going to cause your own mental health. And that was something that I learned later on. And learning to say no without apologizing. The first time I said no to someone without explaining myself, my heart was beating like I had committed a crime. But I learned this truth. Every time I say yes to something that breaks me, I'm saying no to my peace of mind. Boundaries are not walls, they are doors with locks. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to you. I learned that the hard way. What self-love looks like for me now is to me it looks like resting without guilt, sleeping without apologies, choosing peace over pouring point or proving a point to people. It looks like walking away from chaos and conversations that will drain your mental health, conversations that will steal your peace of mind from you. It looks like speaking to myself kindly, especially when on days that I feel very weak or I feel very down. I feel like loving myself. I've learned to control my emotions. I've learned to speak kindness to myself. I've learned to always think of positivity first before negativity. And I've learned that you can please people, but the day you default with them, that day they'll forget that you've been pleasing them or you've been doing positivity in their lives, and they're going to say whatever they feel like saying to you. So what I've learned is that do what's good for you, do what's not going to drain your peace of mind, do what's not going to drain your energy, do what's going to please your heart, because even if you should do more, people will not even see it at the end of the day. How I unlearn the guilt I feel after saying no to people or rejecting people's proposal was This part hasn't been easy, you know, because when you start choosing yourself, people who benefit from your silence will call you selfish because they are not getting what they used to get from you anymore. But I have learned this: you can outgrow people and still love them. You can choose yourself without becoming wicked. You don't have to shrink so that others stay comfortable in your own zone. They'll all feel disappointed when you say no to them because it's not going in their favor, because you've choose yourself. They will call you wicked, they'll call you selfish. It's fine, it's normal. I learned that the hard way, but now I don't let that get to me anymore. A message I want to pass out there is that if you feel guilty for choosing yourself, I want you to hear this: you are not selfish, you are not heartless, you are not wicked. You are just human who is learning to love yourself the way you've loved people, or the way you've poured love into people's life. One thing that people always forget, or people don't know, is that healing doesn't mean you stop caring about people. No, it means you stop you have stopped destroying yourself for them. Growth doesn't mean that you became cold. No, it means that you became wiser. You've grown. And self-love doesn't mean you love others less. It means that you have finally loved yourself too. You love them, but you've loved yourself too. And I am still learning. I am still unlearning. Some days I choose me boldly. Other days too, I still struggle with guilt to say no to people. But one thing I know now is that I deserve the same love I give so freely to everyone else. Learning to love yourself is not being selfish. Always remember that it means you are giving yourself peace of mind, are trying to heal yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and even financially. So it's fine. People will talk, yes, let them talk. That is not going to take anything away from you. People will say whatever they want to say. If you like kill yourself for them or put your head down for them, they will not see it. The day they feel like they don't need you anymore, they're going to say hurtful things to get to you. It's fine. Don't let that hurt you, or don't let that get to your heart. You outgrow that soon. It's part of life, you know. So I think I'm going to end this video here. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be bringing more of such videos on your way. Bye.